Hey, what's up everyone? Aubrey Trades here, and today we're going to do a bit of a weekly recap. Didn't do terribly great this week, had a couple max loss days, as you can see on the 30-day chart here on 8/23 and on 8/25, due to some ridiculous just mind glitches, I guess. One decent thing we can look at is the equity curve now is, it's more flat than it is downtrending. These lows kind of stink, and this past low was a lower low, so bearish. But we got to really work next week. We're gonna try and get this pointing up again. What caused these max losses? Well, why don't we go over to Journal View? We can take a closer look into the days. Now, I am happy that I ended the week strong, and I got to erase some of my losses. Made about $140, but lost, I think I lost like 200 and something. There's 200. Yeah. Let's talk about max loss number one. We're going to look at SPRT. FOMO trade, way oversized. And it was just kind of like, oh, it's going up. I got to get in, right? We'll look at the daily here. You can see the daily. It was right here on this sort of in-between day. I messed Sport up so much. I cannot play this ticker correctly for the life of me. I came back. I saw this, breaking the morning highs. This was a good dip and rip setup, but I bought in too late. We were already past the open highs, and breakouts get stuffed. A lot of the breakouts get stuffed. I added here on the dip, hoping that we were going to retest this area and maybe I could get out with a small gain, but we just continued to pull. And by the time we got here, my P&L was like $100, and I had to cut the loss. That's my max loss. That's the rule. I can't break that rule. If I had another, over $100 loss day, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Could I have waited and gotten out smaller just a few minutes later? Sure, but I was way oversized in this trade anyway. I should have sized in for like $20 risk at max, risking the low of this candle, and I just didn't do that. I was reckless and I was impulsive. So I got to get better at managing my emotions, managing my discipline and my mind. We'll go back. We'll look at the other big loss day, which is going to be PBYA here on Monday, and this happened because I was undersized at the beginning of this trade. This was a nice gap up, and my plan was to buy the dip. The dip happened way too fast, only 2 minutes of profit taking, and then we spiked real big. And my plan was, okay, well, I'm gonna buy continuation. So I waited through this dip. I waited till we were kind of getting ready to cross these highs here, and it worked. I sold way too soon, of course, right? But the real tragedy here is that I was only sized in for about 20,000 shares instead of 200,000 shares, which is really, really wanted to put in. So this gain was only a gain of $7, and there's a $7 commission each way, not including the miscellaneous fees that Thinkorswim adds in there, right? So actually, it could be $20+ to trade. Check your account statements, y'all. So when this dipped again, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go again, right? I'm gonna swing 200,000 shares, and I'm gonna grab a small move to retest the highs here, and then I'll actually be up a little bit, right? Or I'll be like break even, right? What happens? Nope. Rejected. I ended up taking a fat loss like an idiot. Greedy. Revenge. Mad at myself because I was undersized at the beginning. I should have known, okay, Trey, you messed up. You're emotional on this ticker now. look at something else. Go over to listed land, see what's over there, you know? But no. So what was a $7 to $10 loss, which is fine, manageable, more than recoverable, ended up being a fat, more than max loss. I mean, what is this? 107 before commissions, because for some reason TraderView can't like compute my commissions. This is really annoying. 120, let's say 130, 140. Like multiple days worth of gains erased. So those are all my big losses. Another one we could talk about that was really dumb, KXIN, where I was buying for the continuation. I was sized in correctly, right? $20 risk right here on this consolidation zone. This was my stop out, but I only sold 50 shares out of like 400 shares or something. I didn't close the position out all the way. I didn't pay attention. I was careless, reckless, whatever. Not until I was getting ready to shut down for the day did I realize, wait, why is my P&L down so much? Oh man, I have an open position. Oh man, came over here, saw the loss was now like $50 or something. Devastated. So what did I do? I sold right before the bottom. You know, and of course, minutes later, could have recovered a lot of the loss. But whatever. That's the rules. You know, I messed up. I had to eat my loss. That's fine. So nothing but stupid, boneheaded mental mistakes is what caused this entire week to sort of go down the toilet. Crazy, ridiculous, unacceptable, really. I mean, look at this recent performance. Sure, we did a little bit better towards the end. Sure, that's fine. But this, I gotta stop having this, especially if we're gonna get this equity curve pointing up. You know, we gotta get this to go this way, not this way. All right, luckily it looks like we're flattening out a little bit. You know, gotta not have lower lows, for sure. Gotta not do that. And but the green days, they're looking more plentiful, especially compared to the first half of the month, I think, right? But we just gotta cut down on these. Cut down on these, we'll be golden. Cut down on these, we can get our way to slow profitability. Another thing I want to make sure I focus on too is just not going so YOLO on the listed plays. I mean, $5 risk, maybe, right? Lower it. Unless I can get something really, really tight where it's like right at a support line on a bounce. You know, if I can get a 2-cent risk or whatever, then I can get like 1,000 shares on a $20 risk. That'd be sick. Otherwise, I think those big bets, they gotta be the OTCs. That's what I do best on. And even when I mess up on them, it's because I'm on tilt. You know, I'm angry because I futzed the entry or whatever. Like, no excuse. It's a user error. It's not the pattern. The pattern's fine. I just gotta play the pattern better, and not try to make up for a mistake that I made. I gotta know that my brain is compromised. My emotions are compromised. I gotta look somewhere else, right? Anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll be back with maybe like a study session. We'll go over some charts later. If you like this video, if you got value out of it, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Let me know in the comments below what you're doing to improve your trading and what other type of content you want to see from this channel. So thanks for watching. I'm Aubrey. I'll see you in the next video.